Well, I was taken here not by a plan long ago with any level of ambition or aspiration. I think I gave myself permission to really let who I was fly when I was working with people. I just gave myself permission to trust my intuition, to trust my calling and my gifts. New ways of working with people showed up, new kinds of people, new avenues of working. It's almost as if I was in a swimming pool and I went from the shallow end to the deep end. But at the far end of the deep end, I looked around the corner and there was another huge pool that was the deep, deep end.
Nice.
And it didn't even have any edges around it. It's kind of like the ocean. And so I gave myself permission to spread my wings and fly. And what I found was that I was surprised. People were saying how much they gained from doing work with me. And the more I gave myself permission, like a kite, to fly and let the kite go, the more my gifts started to shine and my love started to shine. I gave myself permission to love people in a very profound way. I also gave myself permission to be very, very honest and very direct without holding back. And so that would be risking, but people started to receive more value. And I started to see that I could work in many different terrains and dimensions. I could work supporting entrepreneurs with their branding and their business and their team building and their hiring and their corporate culture. And then I could go and work with couples with intimacy, and I could help other people develop spiritually. I began to see that the realm of experience that I had, the realms, were really multidimensional, and they would show up within each session. So more and more people started to come and want to do sessions with me. And then I was faced with the opportunity to raise my rates because, I started having waiting lists. Now, I have to admit, while all this was happening, I was astonished. I sit here with you now, I'm astonished. I'm embarrassed by your question.
But people who are watching this, what you're saying here is if you're willing to take the risk to head out, first of all, you head out to the deep end, and then maybe you see, oh my God, this isn't even the deep end. This is just kind of another part of the shallow end. There's another deep end out there. And you give yourself permission to go out there that people, might have a chance to have your level of success.
Well, and I'll give you another example of the deep end beyond the deep end is being able to charge what I charge as an hourly rate. I had to get past my own conception of how many people had money that they would be willing to pay me that rate. And I've discovered, because I didn't grow up this way, I grew up lower middle class. There are lots of people with lots of financial resources that are very glad to spend it if they perceive that it's valuable to work with you. It's not even a challenge. It's like, so they would say, how much do you charge? And I'd say, it's this. They go, okay, great. How can I put that money in your bank account? It's like, and then part of me, again, that other part of me would be, that's so astonished by all this, would go, did you see that? They didn't even hesitate. It's like, but I was continually risking going into new waters. And I did have more and more confidence of the value that I was offering people through my being in relationship with them, reflecting back what I see, inviting them into who they are, encouraging them to expand and feel their wings as well. And it just keeps growing. And now it's come into a book, and next it's going to come into an online program, and I don't know where this is all going, but I'm always looking for the next deep end.